So SNL 50 is airing right now. I've watched every episode. I think they've done 3 episodes. It was Gene Smart,
Nate Bargatze.
Oh, yeah. Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande. I haven't seen the Keaton one that just aired yesterday.
I think the Ariana Grande one is by far the best of the 4.
I actually think, and this is not just coming as somebody who is an Ari stan that I've talked about before. I think Ari is like a top 5 modern host of like the.
I was shocked.
Oh, she's awesome.
I was shocked how good she was.
She's so good. All of her episodes, she is very good. She's very talented at like doing not just like, especially not now that they know that like she can act and she is very funny. She's been an actor for longer than she's been a singer.
Yeah. Everyone who used to be a child actor is good on SNL, like Gosling.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, they live and breathe it. They know how to like,
easy for them.
They know how to blend in with like a crew that they don't even know.
They know they're always very game to just be in like as many sketches as possible, which is great. Like what you hate to see is like when it's just like The Rock is hosting and it's like he's going to be in 2 sketches this week. Like, why is he even there? But I think that this season overall has been really good with like some disclaimers. Not Apple TV Plus content, but just with some disclaimers that like is very much that I don't really know any of the new people that are on SNL because
too many of them.
Too many. It's way too fucking big, and because it's the combination of it's the 50th season and it's election year.
Yeah.
We're just getting like
Sandberg's just on the show.
Just there every
Maya obviously
Maya's doing
it was
Kamala.
a really strange move to they dropped one person, they added 3 or 4. It's a really strange move to do that when you know you're going into a season that's going to be just fucking full of cameos.
Dana Carvey crushing in as Biden.
Yeah, Dana Carvey, who's incredible, but also it's funny because it's like Dana Carvey was just like, I'm gonna do Biden, but like while I'm here, I'm gonna be in 3 other sketches this week.
The Jennifer Coolidge,
the Maybelline one,
so good.
Because the thing is also, if you're a writer on SNL and like you know Dana Carvey's there, you're like, I could write a sketch for Dana Carvey or Jane Wickline. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which, by the way, Jane Wickline's one of the new people. She comes from TikTok. So she brings like a unique following. She hasn't done great so far.
Her things have been like, I'm doing like a fun song on Weekend Update and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I enjoyed that.
That was so uncomfortable.
I enjoyed that actually, but her sketch acting is not going well because that's not what she really does. Got bad reviews from my mom.
But this is Gen Z's version of Kyle. Like this, they're probably a huge audience ready to see someone soar, and then it's like, it doesn't work.
Yeah, here's the thing: Kyle wasn't great immediately on SNL. No, we were just
was he ever?
Give him time. Yeah.
I feel like Kyle wasted like years of his life on SNL. I feel like
it wasn't wasted because he made the Lorne connection. Lorne has taken him under his wing.
And what has happened?
Y2K to be TV at some point. Brigsby Bear wouldn't have happened. I
guess we got Brigsby Bear.
We got the Saturday night.
Be happy with that.
Saturday night.
That I would genuinely.
The Netflix show.
You think that happens because he's on SNL?
Nobody was watching Good Neighbor stuff. Like it was us. Like you have to understand. Like this is the best.
They had a show ready. They had the Good Neighbor show
on Comedy Central.
One season of that show would be better than everything you ever did at SNL. Like it is a bummer. I think that generally speaking, from a quality standpoint, like cameos be damned in like relevancy because it's 50 years. I think this is probably the best SNL has been since probably 2013.
I agree.
Sounds right.
I was under the impression that it was truly on the way out. Like things were so bad.
You were convinced that like they were just going to pull the plug on the whole thing.
It had fully stopped mattering in a way that I never thought I would experience. And obviously the cameos do make it matter more, but also this started last year. There were some real signature sketches. Sarah Sherman has been a huge addition to the show.
Yes.
She's fucking awesome.
No, her sketch that she wrote during the Ari episode, that was very clearly was a Sherman sketch, was the My Best Friend's House one that just devolves into like insanity of he might be a murderer.
That was a really good one.
And that was like 100%. You could just sniff that out that was definitely one of her sketches.
They've even figured out exactly what to do with Jost and Shay. which was for a while, it was really like we did not want to swallow the Jost pill. It was years of us being like, I will not drink that. I will.
Scarlett though, she's gonna swallow
absolutely.
The Jost pill.
But they figured out the joke swap thing where they just started doing it more and more and more, where it was like they did it once at the season finale for a couple of years, and then they were like, this is the only thing that ever goes viral from Weekend Update. So then they just do it more and more, and they realize that like the more uncomfortable you seem to make Jost, the more likable he is, because otherwise he is way too comfortable being just like a douche, because that's what he is.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, just knowing that he is being pushed to say this by someone else.
No, exactly.
It doesn't matter if you know or you don't know that, Che is the one doing it. That doesn't even matter, because they're probably bringing in the whole writer's room for some of them.
Oh, of course. They're not actually. Yeah. But it works really well. Even because I really have not been a fan of Mikey Day, but he does every now and then he writes a sketch that really works. Like I would bet my life that he wrote the Beavis and Butthead sketch, which was like,
oh my God, the Gus.
It was so funny.
That was so good.
Yeah, like even he like has a place here, but then you have these other white dudes that I didn't think would stick, like Andrew Dismukes. Andrew is really funny.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
Andrew is a funny guy.
Yeah, and then you have
Marcelo Hernandez.
I was gonna say,
Marcelo
and then
Hernandez
you actually
runs.
have like legit funny sketches with different cultural viewpoints coming in. Like Marcelo, he did the Telemundo, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
he did Telemundo.
Sábado Gigante.
Yeah.
Shows
that was the Bargatze app, right?
There are shows that are actually like that.
Yeah.
Like if you just turn on Telemundo or Univision, like there is a guy who's just like, and then they start dancing and you're like, I don't know what's going on.
What the fuck is happening.
I used to watch Sábado Gigante and be like, what in the fuck? But yeah, and then they've also figured out like a new slew of regular hosts.
Yeah,
like you said, Grande. Nate Bargatze is going to be on every year, I think.
Dude, Bargatze's so good, man. He's like the George Washington sketch is like one of like they're just a thing really that they can just keep going back to just doing that bit.
Yeah,
it's a well that does not run dry.
And he's one of those people that is truly gifted in delivery, and so like anything that you write, he will do a good job with it. So he made a great sketch out of that water slide sketch. Did you see that one where someone died on the water slide?
Yes. That's a good one.
Yeah, because but that's one that if you have a bad host, it's just like, oh God, this is going on for like 6.5 minutes and nothing is landing.
Yeah, and there was a while where it was like, like they would have people who were great on every now and then. Like Emma Stone isn't quite every year, but almost. But it was like, who's Justin Timberlake right now? Like who's coming in, and you're like, event television.
Mulaney, he's coming. That's the next one. They're taking this week off, and then are they taking this week? Yeah, they are. So next Saturday, the Saturday before Election Day, it's Mulaney and Chappell Roan.
Yeah.
Gangbuster.
That's a banger.
That's a blockbuster.
That's going to do like insane for whatever numbers SNL even makes.
Every single bisexual household is tuning in.
For both sides. Really. Yeah. We're just all in on both. Yeah. Huge day for us.
That more or less viewership than the total box office for The Apprentice. What are we thinking?
More controversial.
Chappell.
Yeah,
Chappell on SNL.
Yeah, Chappell. Her takes are actually more controversial than the takes on The Apprentice. I do just want to also say, like I've watched the Domingo Espresso sketch like several times in the last 2 weeks since the Ariana Grande one.
That's the wedding song.
Yeah. Second location. Maybe he's bi, fully touching Domingo. That's a really, really fucking funny one.
Does Sebastian Stan do his own espresso as Trump?
Yeah.
The Apprentice?
Give it another go with transit. Cut the first one. That's way, way better, Ernest. Thanks.
Does Jeremy Strong?
He actually does espresso as he's doing a rape. The Apprentice.
Does Jeremy Strong say no, please is the better track? And then he's like, I like those hand movements. I might start incorporating them into my speech pattern.